The 50-year mortgage has been all the rave this weekend since President Trump introduced the 50-year mortgage. Here's what I want you guys to know. I am in 100% agreement with whatever it's going to take to open up the door to home ownership to more buyers, okay? The reason why the president was incentivized to do this is because they are alarmed that the average home buyer has now risen to age 40. That is the oldest that it has been in the country, and it's not a good sign for the economy. There is that. Number two, a lot of people are upset about this and they're like, oh, why don't we just slash home prices? Why don't we just slash interest rates? First of all, President Trump nor no one else but the market can indicate the prices of homes. They don't get to just come slashing home prices, guys. That would be stealing from the hardworking Americans that are already homeowners, that already have equities in their home, okay? Stop with that narrative, all right? You do not want home prices to come crashing down, because when you're wishing that, you're wishing bad on the people that already own homes, all right? You wouldn't want someone to walk into your house and steal your money right out of your dresser, okay? So number two, President Trump also does not have the ability to slash interest rates. No president can do that. That is on the feds, Colin Powell, right? Jerome Powell. And I am in agreement with why he doesn't want to slash interest rates down, because we already saw what effects that has on home prices, because it's precisely why home prices are inflated today. Back in during the pandemic 2020, 2021, we saw interest rates below 3%. Never in the 100 history years of real estate in America have we seen interest rates below 3%. Of course, everyone ran out, grabbed the house because mortgages were mega cheap. We can't do that again. That's going to go against what we're trying to do here. So the 50-year mortgage is an actual happy median in order to make housing affordable for people who cannot afford to buy. This is going to lower your mortgage by $300 to $600, which makes a major difference in the debt to income ratio, which is also going to allow you to get a home loan, okay? Remember how I told you guys on a few videos back, the mortgage broker is looking at your debt to income ratio. It's not just about your credit score. You can have a perfect credit score, but if the amount of money that you pay out every month is over 30% than what you bring in, and they've actually stretched it to 40 and some even 50%, that's how people end up being house poor. But that's for a whole nother video. If y'all really want to get spicy, you should be arguing about a higher income, because if we make more money, that's going to help offset our debt to income ratio, all right? So in order to make people's debt to income ratios favorable to loan approval, having a 50-year mortgage is going to lower their monthly payment. And I've been looking at the numbers, and we're looking at people saving anywhere from $300, $600, $800, depending on the price of their house and what interest rate they're able to get. Remember, right now, and I don't think it's going to last for too long, we are in a very lucrative buyer's market where you hire a really good agent like myself, we are able to negotiate the best deal for you, all right? So I'm going to be able to negotiate the seller to pay your closing costs. I can negotiate them buying down your points so that we can lock in a favorable interest rate for you, regardless if you do a 15, 30, or 50-year mortgage. But let's stay on track about this 50-year mortgage, because that's what I want this video to be about. A 50-year mortgage is not a bad thing, okay? You need to grow up and be an adult. I need us to stop normalizing people being poor and building wealth for other people, and put our big girl and big boy panties on and understand the numbers of real estate, okay? Maybe you guys think that we come on here, we make these videos because we like to see ourselves. Absolutely not, okay? We do this, at least I know I do, to educate the public so that You make my job easier the more educated you are as a home buyer, and I definitely don't want my clients to feel like they are house poor. Regardless if you get a 50-year mortgage, a 15-year mortgage, or a 30-year mortgage, you should be comfortable with your monthly payment. And you should also understand that you're going to have some maintenance, you're going to have some upkeep, your utilities, your taxes, your HOA. You should already know this number. That is nobody else's responsibility but yours, okay? So knowing your numbers is important. Also, if a 50-year mortgage opens up the door to home ownership for you, you can always refinance that loan program when you are able to qualify for a better loan program, and boom, you're out of the 50-year loan. Or you can always buy the house like I did on a 30-year loan with some government-backed down payment assistance program. I put down $4,000 of my own money to purchase a 450,000, 3,800 square feet home, okay? And I made $113,000 only owning that home for 2 years. You heard me correctly, okay? Nowhere in the history of rent is anyone gonna build that type of equity, okay? And I know that I came off good, right? Which is why I sold when I sold, because I realized that OMG, a 3,800 square foot house was way too much for me. The payments I was drowning in my payments. I bought with my eyes. They gave me the money, so I went and I got the best, right? Let's take accountabilities for our bad decision. But as a realtor, I acted quickly when the numbers were in my favor. That's what you have to do as a homeowner. Stop living under this illusion that people buy homes and are going to live in them for 50 years. The average American lives in their home for no more than 12 years. And in the DMV, it's even lower than that because we have a lot of moving in and out, and people buy and sell houses all the time. This is an economic play. Let's stop with the fear mongering, stop with the emotionalism, and actually learn how this 50-year mortgage is going to benefit you. If you are somebody who has been sitting on the sidelines and you're already paying $2,500 or more in rent with no signs of rent coming down, okay? But Section 8 is on the chopping block, so affordable rentals may be out the window for good. So we got to get hip and we got to move along with what's going on, because it's weird to think that they could just slash home prices. It's actually wrong to want the housing market to crash and hardworking Americans lose the equity that they have earned. We want an economic play that is going to be a win for everyone. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think about this or what you want me to dive in deeper on. All right, y'all. Until we meet again. Bye.